Welcome in, everyone. We have some major breaking news. President Donald Trump reportedly has ordered the United States military to bomb multiple sites across Venezuela, crippling the Maduro regime. The bombs are expected to fall. Some, according to the report, maybe within hours, maybe within days, but the order reportedly has been issued. This is huge. This is what we've been building up to. This is what I've said is coming down the pipeline. A lot of people doubted that we might ever get to this point. I have been consistent. We don't move this much naval power into a region unless we plan on using it. And now the United States of America is ready to rock and roll against the regime of dictator Nicolas Maduro, and bombs could be falling at any time. We're going to get into exactly what is happening. The targets that have reportedly been picked by President Donald Trump to be annihilated first. There is a lot to break down here. And keep in mind, the Russians are now vowing or threatening that they're going to get involved. Is that BS? Is it not? Plus, we have more footage, training footage. Everything is coming together, and we are going to see exactly how this is all going to unfold. Before we get into it, as always, please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge boost to the channel. Comment with your thoughts below. What do you think about President Donald Trump's decision to drop bombs on Venezuela? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that notifications bell. All notifications turned on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X D Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. Please reach out with any tips you have. Now let's get into it. We have been watching with great interest of how this situation with Venezuela is going to unfold amid a massive military buildup by the United States of America. And I have consistently been saying it is clear to anyone watching the signs, anyone paying attention, that there is only one outcome here. We were always going to strike Venezuela. You don't bring this much naval firepower, air power, special operations stage on the ghost ship MV Ocean Trader in the region unless you plan on using it. People wanted to talk a lot about the drug boats, but at the end of the day, it was clear to anyone paying attention, this was way bigger than just drug boats. This was about getting Nicolas Maduro. This was about cutting off Maduro from giving the Russians, the Chinese, access to Venezuela as a staging point against America in our hemisphere, cutting them off from access to Venezuelan resources, as well as removing Maduro because he has pushed TDA, Tren de Aragua, Cartel of the Suns, their drugs, their criminals north into America. And now President Donald Trump has made the call. Let me throw this up on the screen. This comes from the Miami Herald. It says U.S. poised to strike military targets in Venezuela in escalation against Maduro regime. It says the Trump administration has made the decision to attack military installations inside Venezuela. I'm filming this on October 31st. Should have said that earlier. This report comes October 31st. There was a report from the Wall Street Journal that we'll get into here shortly that is a little previous on the 30th that has slightly what now appears to be outdated information, but we'll get into that as well. So has made the decision to attack military escalations inside Venezuela and, quote, the strikes could come at any moment, sources with knowledge of the situation told the Miami Herald, as the U.S. prepares to initiate the next stage of its campaign against the Soul's drug cartel. The planned attacks, also reported by the Wall Street Journal, will seek to destroy military installations used by drug trafficking organizations the U.S. says is headed by Venezuelan strongman Nicolas Maduro and run by top members of his regime. Sources told the Herald that the targets, which could be struck by air in a matter of days or even hours. So again, this is October 31st. They are saying the bombs could drop at any point in time, also aim to decapitate the cartel's hierarchy. U.S. officials believe the cartel exports around 500 tons of cocaine yearly, split between Europe and the United States. While sources declined to say whether Maduro himself is a target, one of them said his time is running out. Maduro is about to, this is a quote from an unnamed source with direct knowledge, Maduro is about to find himself trapped and might soon discover that he cannot flee the country even if he decided to. What's worse for him, there is now more than one general willing to capture and hand him over fully aware that one thing is to talk about death, another is to see it coming. So keep in mind, we have $50 million on his head, right? We have $50 million on Maduro's head. And now it appears that the generals, which was kind of always the plan, we wanted to pay the generals to get rid of them. They might do it. But if they don't, we are going to go in and just bomb the hell out of this guy. It says the U.S. military has sharply increased its presence off Venezuela's coast as part of an operation the White House says is aimed at disrupting drug trafficking and the criminal networks tied to the Caracas regime. One of President Trump's first moves after returning to the White House in January 2025 was to direct the State Department to designate certain drug cartels as terrorist and transactional criminal organizations, including Tren de Aragua and later cartels of the Suns. So I'm trying to find here, I think it talks either this or the other one about if it's going to be the ports. Let me see. Okay, it might be this one. So let me go ahead and see if I can pull this up here. All right. So this comes from the Wall Street Journal. Now, the Wall Street Journal reported on the 30th that the official decision, the target list had been picked, but the official decision had not yet been made. But now we know what the target list is that Trump has authorized to be bombed. It says the targets under consideration include ports, airports controlled by the military used for drug trafficking, naval facilities, and airstrips. Now, I made a video several weeks ago talking about how this might unfold. And what did I tell you all were going to be the first two things the United States was going to want to seize, bomb, or take control of? I said it would be the ports and it would be the airports, because if you control those, you cut off Maduro's ability to import anything, reinforcements, supplies, anything like that. So that is what the Wall Street Journal is reporting. They're going after ports, airports, naval facilities, and military bases. They are likely going to want to hit these in one quick full swing for the fence. They want to hit a home run right off the top, hit these fast, hit these hards, cripple the Maduro regime from being able to do anything, essentially cut them out at the knees. Now, I'm going to throw this up on the screen. This is a little outdated because it doesn't include the aircraft carrier. So remember, we have the Gerald R. Ford, the USS Gerald Ford aircraft carrier strike group steaming into the region, bringing all of its aircraft, all of its air power. But on top of that, we have F-35s in the region. So this is a map of what is there. We have multiple warships. We've got bombers that have done the practice runs. We have the special operations that are down there. We've got the warship off Trinidad and Tobago. And all of this, again, clearly was signaling that we were going to bomb them. That was obvious. And we built up an insane amount of firepower. And now President Trump reportedly has said, let's do it. Let's roll. Hit the airports, hit the ports, hit everything you can get your hands on. And let's go ahead and wipe these guys out. Let's take the Maduro regime out while we can. And I want to pull this up on the screen for you because I think you guys might find this interesting. So right now, I'm going to share this on the screen. This is the flight area over Venezuela. You'll notice most of the air is completely clear. But what you do see here on the screen is we do have private jets that now appear to be fleeing the country, appearing to get out of Venezuela while they still can and before the U.S. bombing starts. So people with money, people with resources, probably some government officials are trying to make a run for it while they still have the opportunity to get out of the country. As of this moment, Maduro has not fled. So when I'm filming this on October 31st, Maduro, I repeat, has not fled. He is still in power, but other people are leaving the country now that the U.S. strikes are imminent and have been ordered to proceed. Drop the bombs. They are dropping the bombs. It's important to note this, though. I'm going to throw this up on the screen for you. So this comes from the Russian Foreign Ministry, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This was sent yesterday on October 30th. I made a video about this, and you watched that this morning because I released it this morning on October 31st. The Russian government is officially saying we support the leadership of Venezuela in defending its national sovereignty, taking into account the dynamics of international and regional situations. We stand ready to respond appropriately to requests for our partners in light of emerging threats. So the Russians are saying they are going to come to Venezuela's defense. They are going to rush in to aid Venezuela. And on that note, let me make sure I've got it here ready to roll. Give me 1 second. We have so much information to go through. So I'm going to pull this up. Give me one moment. On that note, we have Russia is flooding planes into Venezuela. I'm going to throw this up on the screen for you. So this is the mysterious planes from Russia that flew into Caracas, unloading unknown supplies. Are they unloading air defense equipment? Are they unloading weapons, ammunition, advisors? Are there secret Wagner group people coming in to fight alongside the Venezuelans? We do not know, but we know Russia is landing planes and they are unloading some kind of unknown cargo. And then here, one of the secret Russian planes then flew, this was a couple days ago on October 28th, then flew to Cuba. So this plane unloaded an unknown cargo, then flew up to Cuba. Now, let me show this on the screen. This is from late last week. The Venezuelans have rushed air defense units to the coast in order to attempt to beef up whatever defense they have. So what you're looking at here is an air defense unit, an old Soviet produced that the Twitter account that shared this is Arecho. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. So you can see the missiles right there. This is the location of where the missiles are to shoot down American planes, or I guess try to engage American missiles. Another look of where they are. So these are the locations, the known locations of the Venezuelan missiles. And something to keep in mind is one of the reasons we did these simulated bombing runs was to figure out where their air defense systems were, and then we could target them. I'm going to throw this up on the screen. This seems awfully timely now because President Trump was asked about this situation and about Maduro, and that's when he dropped this banger of a quote. Let's watch it.
Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.
Let's watch that again.
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.
So there's President Trump confirming that Maduro offered us apparently some kind of deal, and President Trump said, absolutely not. We have no interest in your deals. The time for negotiations has come to an end. And while this is going on, the United States military continues, I'll put this up on the screen, continues to drop all this training footage from the Caribbean. So let's watch this. So they're dropping mortars. You can see them rocking and rolling. So that's one piece of footage we have. Then right here, they're also sharing footage of armored personnel carriers, armored vehicles, doing practice amphibious assault, armored reconnaissance. This is what they could use right here to land on the beaches. It is about to be go time, ladies and gentlemen. And then right here, they're doing open seafair, firing machine guns. I'm going to get the volume on here for you. So they are practicing a variety of different drills ahead of strikes on Venezuela. And we've got the old CQB video. I'll show that one to you now. So these are the Marines that would be tasked potentially with going in. This stuff it's awesome.
Now it's hot on you. All right.
So you can see them coming in, doing their CQB training, taking shots, live ammunition. This would be if they were breaching buildings in Venezuela, what it would look like. And then right here, they showed the F-35 saying U.S. Marine Corps F-35B Lightning II aircraft in Puerto Rico. U.S. forces are deployed in the Caribbean in support of Southcom mission. Department of War directed ops, POTUS priorities to disrupt illicit drug trafficking and protect the homeland. So they are, I mean, they have brought so much firepower, so much strength. It is go time, ladies and gentlemen. I've been telling you for weeks. I've been telling you for a long time. We were going to hit Venezuela, and now President Donald Trump has come out and said, let's just bomb them. And I always want to say this. I always want to make this clear. We do not have a problem with the good people of Venezuela. They have lived under Maduro's boot, and before that, the boot of Chavez for far too long. Those thugs and criminals have robbed their country blind, robbed their people of their resources, aligned with our adversaries in Russia, China, Iran. And now the day of justice is coming. The day of reckoning is near. Maduro wanted to talk tough. He pretended his forces were going to go out there and crush the Americans. Well, we'll see how that goes when bombs start falling from the sky, cruise missiles coming through the air, hitting your airports, hitting your airfields, hitting your ports, hitting your military installations, hitting your naval sites, sinking your ships. This is going to be shock and awe in a way the Venezuelan regime of Nicolas Maduro could not ever dream of, and I cannot wait to see it unfold. It's been a long time coming. It's finally time to get it done, and President Donald Trump has ordered the bombs to start falling, and that is what is going to happen. But I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of this situation? How do you want to see it unfold? Please make sure to like and subscribe. Totally free. Cost you guys absolutely nothing at all. Huge, huge, huge boost to the channel. Hit that bell. All notifications on. You won't miss a thing. And then right here, Instagram, David_Hookstead, X, Hookstead. That's where you can find me on social media. My DMs are wide open. Please stay tuned for more breaking news as we have it. I will make sure to bring it to you. Until then, I'll see you all next.